Oomph. Oomph. That would have been the perfect text for me to see the first time I play this game after my root canal later today. Because I am not going to be talking. I'm going to be derp face drooling. Oh, it's going to be ugly. Oh, it's going to be bad. Well, let's jump in. I wish they put more facts in so that people actually read these. And hello there. It's good to see you. Bainequo here, saying hi, and yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to run around and I'm going to listen to YouTube in the background.
You
Whoops.
have a portal which is in a different spot, and the eyes point to a different stronghold, which is not exposed. It's under a forest. Now, this is important, as I am going to talk about his future runs. He's going to kill these blazes. Everything's fine, everything's fine. Now, exit the nether. We have 6 rods. We're going to do calculated. We're certainly not getting more blaze rods because we only have 9 pearls left. Exit the nether. Exit the nether, dude. Why are we going up here to build a portal? When I was analyzing this, along with K4 and several other top runners, Ninja Brain, some speedrun.com moderators, we figured that this sort of play, not building the portal on the spot, is just overcommitment to a scouted route. He's basically scouted this portal, scouted the distance here and everything, the angle and everything, and when the blaze goes behind the spawner, he can't improvise and build the portal there. He has to come back here and build the portal in the scouted spot. The distance check is scuffed, the angle is far, which is inherent inaccuracy in the distance. I'll discuss that more later. And yet, when he gets back in the nether, he's not going to hold the angle. See, look, what's our angle? No idea. We're just going off angle. We don't know where we're going. We didn't look at the angle before we started moving. We're just going. And he's going to get food here. No clue what the angle is. And he's even going to send a pearl. So something most people don't understand about calculated is that it's very difficult. You can see a calculated run and you see, well, they do calculated on top of the stronghold or in the stronghold. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. It's not blind travel. It's nothing crazy. He knows where the stronghold is and he goes there to exit the nether. But in reality, it's not that simple. Calculated is very difficult, even with short distances. But on long distances, when the angle changes 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, it's already inherently inaccurate, no matter how skilled you are at calculated. Think of this. The difference between a 0.4 angle change and a 0.5 angle change is 500 blocks. Our method of distance checking just isn't accurate enough to nail the stronghold consistently at that distance. And yet, as you're watching him, every single one of these runs, he nails the stronghold. None of them are a high angle change with much accuracy. He nails it every time at long distance with scuffed distance checks and zero attempt to hold the angle through the nether as he's traveling to the stronghold. And apparently this is one of the splices. He's going to exit the nether. He throws two eyes, because I don't know why. I think he's bad. I will talk about how he's a bad player later. And we're going to be right on top of an exposed stronghold. So, here we go. We're on a run. We've got an exposed stronghold. And what are we going to do? We're going to go in third person. We're going to shake. We don't need to look at the stronghold and figure out where we're going. We'll just look behind us, shake around. At this point in a run, every single runner is looking at the stronghold, figuring out where they're going. They're also going to boat around to the other side of this landmass, to the right, and look for more of the stronghold or even an exposed portal room. But Flowbee does not do this. He's going to go straight in to this area. And guess what's in this area? Every single one of his runs, he beelines the portal room. And, oh my goodness, watch this in normal speed. Why are we going here? You're entering an exposed stronghold. And you see some of the stronghold, and you don't see the portal room. So your first objective is to get back to the starter staircase. You should check rooms around you as you navigate back to the starter staircase. But you certainly don't want to commit to any direction and lose time. And if you were to commit to a direction, this is the worst direction to commit to. He's already seen the stronghold over here, and he hasn't seen the portal room. It makes no sense to look here. Watch this in slow motion now. No portal room, no portal room. It's on his screen for a very, very short time, but it's completely impossible to see at normal speed. And now, we haven't seen the portal room, but we're already fully committed to this direction, instead of navigating back to starter staircase. Alright. On to the next run. Alright, so, with that in mind, I think it's logical to now look at his PP. you're going to see that this seed makes 0 sense to play right off the bat. Most runners have already reset. He saw a shipwreck in the ocean, but the ocean looks terrible. There's no nether entry, and he has to spend 15 seconds running to a tree, which makes this slow. Now, some runners would play this. Some runners would. Maybe Cube would play this. But every runner, at the very least, even if you play this seed, you're thinking about resetting right now, because it does not look good. And the reason why that's important is because, in just a second, he's going to get 6 iron from the shipwreck. If you weren't resetting before, you are definitely resetting here. There is no nether entry anywhere in sight. No nice looking magma ravine with an opportunity to do flintless. 6 iron is all you have, and what he's going to do, though, is go down into this cave, randomly find some magma, and do a wood light, which is just crazy. It's completely forcing a bad seed just so he can play a godlike nether. This is not good resetting. It's not indicative of good play. And something very important when calling out cheaters is look at their reset efficiency. Some runners can get lucky, even if they reset poorly, but you do not see runners cranking out tons of times. And apparently this guy cranks out pace like crazy. He has 2 sub-12s, and he has a whole bunch of sub-15s. And all of that is with bad resetting? Yeah, sure, dude. Sure. Let's skip ahead a little bit to the nether. And I want to highlight something important here. So, remember how he built his portal in a weird spot on this 820 portal room run?
Right.
And we
This is so
believe
interesting.
that was just committing to a scouted route. And he was unable to improvise in a real run. He's going to do the same thing here. Look at these blazes. These blazes are shooting you as you're mining the chalice. They're completely free. Every single runner in the game is killing these blazes right now. Look at this. They're sitting there. They're free. Open terrain, plenty of room to run around and
My
dodge
heat
fire.
chest!
And you're low on food, so you certainly don't want them hitting you as you're sitting still.
I forgot where I put
mining
this.
gold. But nope. He's routing this seed. He's just thinking, okay, I'll go to the bastion, I'll get my trades, then I'll go to the spawner. That's my route. And he's completely unable to improvise in a real run. Now, if we skip ahead all the way to the fortress, we're going to see some more hilarity.
I'm a fan of hilarity.
Alright, we got some blaze rods, we're going to mine out the spawner instead of blaze betting, which is again terrible play. Somehow this guy is a good player despite doing all sorts of stupid stuff. And we're going to distance check here, because we have 20 obby, we'll do calculated. Cool. Alright, so, walk out of the portal, you got your eyes, bang, do your distance check. He's still moving though. As he throws his eye, he still has momentum in this direction. Watch it nice and slowly. I'll go frame by frame. He's still moving, he's still moving, he's still moving. The eye is thrown, he's still moving. Who cares what the angle is? It's totally screwed. Who cares? He has no idea what the real angle is. And precision is extremely important when you're doing calculating, especially at this distance. This is like 2,000. He's also not on 30 FOV, which makes it extremely difficult to get any precision. He should be on 30 FOV with the normal crossbow using the setup of looking at the eye. But instead, he's just Tokyo drifting, throwing on the move. Not low FOV. This is even worse. Look at this one. Throw the eye, move to the side. What is this? Dude. Let's watch it again.
Let's see. Throw the eye.
Bang. Throw the eye.
Okay.
Standing still. Okay. Now get the angle. Now, move to the side. What are you doing?
Yeah, you don't
And then
move.
back to the other side. 8.3, they're actually diverging. They're going away from each other. You want the eyes to be pointing to one spot, which is the stronghold, obviously, and then you figure out how far the stronghold is. But these lines are going away from each other. They never touch in front of him. That's how bad this distance check is. Oh my god. He has absolutely not the slightest clue how far the stronghold is. Not the slightest
Well, he does
clue.
because he cheated, but not through the game.
But we're going to know
Puppy
it.
game.
Right in the nether. Alright, our angle is what, 63? Let's go that direction. And did I mention he made 4 or 5 gold pickaxes here, so he has the ability to mine through a wall. Alright, let's go. Where are we going? Nah, straight the other way. Let's go this way. Why
Need to
are we
make
going this
bread.
way? Well, because the terrain just happens to open up at the very end of this fortress into a nice clean ravine. We can use our gold picks in certain spots and mine straight to where the stronghold is. Watch this. Yeah, nice convenient ravine there. We can use our gold picks and go dead straight. No clue how he's following the angle here. He's just going straight. He's just going. Not even close. What even is the angle, dude? Who cares? We're gonna get to the top of this thing, and bang. Alright, we're at good coordinates. Let's send it here. Really? Why would we pearl this for? We're at very far ports. This is pretty close to the edge of the ring. Fails to build the portal, and boom. What a dumb location to go. Yeah. Straight in the stronghold. And where are we going? Remember how thoroughly he checked each direction in his 821. He was already committed before going back to starter. Well, no, we're not even going to thoroughly check. We're going to go straight back to starter staircase. What's over here? To the left. What's to the right? No idea. What's to the left? What's to the right? The portal room could be there. No. Left, right, no idea. We're going back to starter. Continue on, nothing to the right, we don't care. Going straight back to starter. No idea what's down there. Alright, now we're at the starter. Guess where we're going? Anyone
Oh,
who knows
God.
the stronghold knows that the stronghold is busy. They know as they're coming back to starter circles that there's a whole bunch of garbage over here. Where do we not want to go? Over here, down a straight corridor, no early branching, down a dark turn, in the last place you want to be, no one looking at any other direction, and we're just going to find the portal room. Yeah, okay, man, okay. Beelining the portal room every single time. We're just getting started. We are just getting started. Let's go to a second sub-12. Alright, so this one, the overworld is pretty reasonable. He's gonna go to the shipwreck. He's gonna get his goodies. Now there is one weird thing. He talks. He says he needs to check for gravel in this ravine. They would look at the top of the ravine, all the way around, maybe even swim up and down the ravine, then move to the middle of the ravine, look around, and then move to the bottom of the ravine and look for gravel. But we're just gonna go straight to this gravel right here. Because, I don't know, we just get lucky, I guess. High roll on gravel placement. Sure. Now we'll enter the nether. This is the one line that we can safely confirm is not seed infected. And look at how he behaves differently from his other runs. Now I haven't shown his other runs yet, but this is the only run where he pulls up, he thoroughly checks every single direction. He's going to pull out the JoJo window stretch planar fog abuse like he did on stream, and he's going to check everywhere. Okay, cool. Let's get to the back sheet. By the way, he sees the fortress on the way to the bastion. Because he's actually looking. How about that? Alright, so we play the bastion. Round, but it works. We're playing good gap stables all the way down to the left side, which is pretty garbage place to be because it's very separated from everything, but it's fine. And we're going to get a little more things from the top. This is a good play for the gold. And now we're going to wait on trades. This is important. So he has everything he needs right now. Except for obsidian. Forces 20 obsidian. Presumably, this is because you can't just travel to the stronghold without knowing where it is. Or at least having any reason of knowing where it is. So, to cheat, he's going to use calculator as his excuse. But he's going to force 20 obsidian down. But this is a case where it makes absolutely 0 sense to force 20 obsidian. So we're waiting for 10 obsidian. If you were really forcing 20 obsidian, you'd be gone by now. Just get the rest of the obsidian from chest. Now we're waiting. But now we've got 10 obsidian. Now, every runner leaves the bastion. We have 10 obsidian. We're in stables. Low it is a low stables looking for obsidian, and it's a time we're gonna kill the piglet. Then we're going to go all the way back instead of leaving, like we should have. And instead of checking the chest, that's 2 is left here, we're checking chests that are above 2 is right here. He's going to go all the way down here to the place that doesn't make sense to go to. And guess what's here? Yeah, 20 obby. Bang. Now we're gone. It makes 0 sense. It makes absolutely 0 sense. But it gets worse. So, first of all, he plays bad. He loses a whole bunch of time here. Because he's not a player with good decision making. And he gets to the blaze spawner, he makes a shield, blah blah blah. Plays the game. Cool. Alright, let's blind travel here. Look at this. So we're in an ocean cave. We can't really distance shot, so we're just gonna throw 1 on. This is totally normal, you know. This is what you do when you're in an ocean cave. And you have 20 obby. Just send in one direction, no distance check, because a distance check is just a waste of time. Better to play for a high roll. Okay. Now, he's going to get the rest of his rods and head out. It's around here, or at least as he's moving. Let's watch this. The most important thing here is the angle of the stronghold. That is the only information he has. He doesn't know the distance. So, we have to hold the angle through the nether. The angle was 166, but no, we're not following that. We're just sending it. Look for 166 on his F3. Nothing. He's not holding the angle. He's just going willy-nilly wherever he wants. And it was just a few seconds ago that he said, I think I hit the blind, with no clue how far the stronghold is. So, he's going to send the portal here, because he thinks he hits the blind. He has some information we don't know. And guess what's right here? Bang, exit the nether. Bang, throw an eye, whip around, expose portal room right in front of your face. How about that? Isn't that convenient? I think I hit the blind. Yeah, sure, dude. Yeah, sure. Oh, next run. Alright. So this run... Oh, it's this one. Oh, boy. So this run is going to be a mapless treasure run. He's running around. He has terrible tree proximity. There's a shipwreck over here. And he's going to check for mapless treasure on 30 FOP. It's not a good play, but back in July 13th, sure, maybe you do this. Okay. This is fine. Now, he sees the spike. There was a shipwreck there, but he's going to keep looking for Reckless anyways. He says, there's one here. Okay, sure. Look at this. This is weird. This is the time when you go to 30 FOV and you look straight up to confirm if you're in the right chunk for buried treasure. And the idea is, if you're low enough that the sub-chunk you're standing in is rendering the buried treasure, then you'll still see a spike while looking straight up. He stands here and he doesn't get a spike. But he knows there's a buried treasure. What is he going to do? He's going to move. And yes, there's the spike now. So then he digs and he gets the buried treasure. Okay. Now he has to run all the way over to these trees. And then he's going to find another entry.
I love the Bedrock sky. I think Bedrock skies are beautiful. Bedrock skies are like the most beautiful.
So, bang, another storm. We got a bastion loaded. Let's find it. Fortress in front of his face. Another bastion. All of this really makes sense. There's double, triple chest stables. There's nothing unreasonable here because it's a very linear seed. There's no real opportunity or reason to cheat. Let's skip ahead all the way to calculated. Alright, there we go. We're going to exit the nether. Bang. Sub-8 blind with 5 rods. And we'll do calculated. So, he throws an eye. Again, not 30 FOV. This is an inaccurate distance check. And second eye.
I was hoping the
again,
end
not 30
rod
FOV, and he
keep
gets a
him
0.7
a
angle
little
change.
higher up there. Whatever.
As I mentioned before,
At least they don't
the
come down
long
on top.
distance is already inherently inaccurate. You
It'd be
really
nice if
don't
those two
know
stay up now.
much
It'd be
about the
really
stronghold's
cool.
location. You know within about 200 blocks.
I kind of like
Okay.
this hanging
Sure.
on my entry. I really do. I don't know why I like
As
that,
he's sitting here, he's going to type out the exact location
but it
of the
adds something to
stronghold.
the build.
Or at least he's going to say it aloud.
The garbage can
There's
is
another
fun. Yeah,
one where he
go.
types it out in chat.
It's
That's what I'm
convenient.
thinking of.
I had
So,
so much
as we're
trouble
going here-
when I built that so close, and to think I
No
pushed the
attempt to hold
whole
angle.
thing back. This thing has come
And
out
we're just going to
much
go exactly where
better
the
so
stronghold
far
is.
than I had hoped.
Well, here's the issue. He's got piglins on him here. He wants to get to the specific location where the stronghold is, but he can't. And man, he really wants to get here. Even though there's some inaccuracy, he doesn't want to send it.
Let's get to the
He wants
village.
to get to
Let's
exact
see what I
course,
can
but
do.
eventually he realizes that there's no way he's going to get exactly where he wants to go. So he's just like, screw it. We'll send it here. Now, this is so weird, dude. Watch. Watch this. Death reset, taxi Tega. Alright, let's find the stronghold. I think I'm a bit off. I think I need to go a bit more this way. Huh?
Huh?
How do you know?
Busted.
He doesn't have an idea. The stronghold can be 200 blocks behind him because of how inaccurate his distance checking is.
But Floby has a cute little
Already looking in
Floby.
that direction. Yeah.
And
that's
he has a
perfect.
girl skin, so he's got to be a
I
good
should be
person.
fairly close.
He can't possibly be a cheater. And a weirdo. No,
Alright, next run.
not at all. Cheating is the only
no,
thing that
let's
person's
see.
probably guilty of.
This
How could we
is
think that
so
person's
bad.
anything worse?
It's so obvious. Everybody resets
You still
here.
don't want to trade paper?
So what he's going to do,
You-
he has no trees nearby. Tree proximity is terrible. He has a
I think I
bad
broke
looking ocean.
Mendelssohn.
And he has a food wreck here. This is a bad shipwreck. He's going to swim to it. Horrendous reset efficiency.
I think I'm going to be putting the
He's
beds
going to swim to
underneath
it
their
because he
station.
really wants to force this seed. Everybody has already left the seed. Oh yeah, rip a buried treasure. You're hoping to swim to a shipwreck with no trees nearby and find a buried treasure to swim to it? No nether entry in sight. Not even another entry. Oh yeah, let's just get this treasure real quick. Okay. The seed is completely forced, but sure. Whatever. He's a terrible resetter. He's just lucky, I guess. Let's move on. He enters the nether. Nothing unreasonable. Goes in a cave. Blah, blah, blah. Makes his portal. Alright, nether spawn. Bastion loaded. Let's find the bastion. Was. Bang. Alright, now we look for a fortress. This is weird. So, for starters, he's going to thoroughly check, in stark contrast to several of his other players. Thoroughly looking around for a fortress. He's going to look again at the top of this hill, I believe. Yep. Looking for a fortress over here maybe, but he doesn't see it. Okay, so he's thoroughly checked that direction. Now watch what he does when he leaves this house. Oh, this first. Okay, so there are chests that spawn in the lower section of housing that have generic loot tables, okay? They have obsidian, string, gold, blah, 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 and he's especially looking for obsidian. These chests spawn in sections 100% of the time that have certain identifiers. The sections do not spawn 100% of the time. The chests in those sections do. So he needs to look for these sections with certain identifiers, which I've outlined in one of the videos on my channel, okay? So he's checked the middle chest. Now, he's got to check the other chest. Look around and try to see one of these identifiers. Watch this. He's not looking at all. He's not looking. There's a chest up here. He's not looking. He's not looking. He's going straight to this. No obsidian. And then, immediately after that, we go up in here. Bang, there's a chest. How about that? Oh, but there's more. We go to the other side, which we really haven't looked at. And we're just going to find a chest in here as well. No use of the identifiers of these sections. No looking around. Just beeline after beeline after beeline. Straight to it. Now, we're going to leave the bastion. Okay. So, we got our obby. Which direction are we going to go to look for a fortress? We've already checked behind us and to the right. Third, that's all we were looking at as we came into the nether. The most logical direction to go is straight ahead here. Right here. But instead of looking in this direction, he's going to send a pearl down here. This pathing does not make sense. He's looking around, but he's only looking here, where he's throwing the pearl. He's already committed to this direction. And where does he go? He goes backwards. Backwards in the area that he already thoroughly checked for a fortress. Why are we going here? More weird pathing. We're going... Oh my god. Looking at pie chart, going in a direction we've already looked in, throwing a pearl, fully committed. And guess what's over here? Oh yeah, a fortress that we just didn't see before. How do we know that was there? I don't know, dude. We just got lucky. We just went in the right direction. That's it. He's just lucky. This is another calculated run. This is the one where he types out the coordinates. We're gonna throw an eye. Oh, this is bad. Alright, we get our angle. Cool. 114.1. Okay. Now let's go to the side. Here's what I want you to do. You're an RSG runner playing the seed. You're doing distance check. You're going to look at this crosshair, center it on the eye, and then look at your angle. Okay? That's what I want you to do. Look at the crosshair. Look, look, look. As soon as it stops moving, look at the angle. Stops moving. Oh, the angle's gone. Hold on. Look at it again.
No.
Look at the crosshair until it stops
That
moving.
won't fall. He's gonna
Look
fall.
at the angle. Oh, it's gone. He didn't get this angle.
There's no way for him
Watch
to not
for how
fall
long
once I replace
the
that.
angle is displayed on screen. Look at the angle. Stare
It's
at it.
just how it's gonna be.
113.3, 113.4. It's
That's
fluctuating
fine.
and it's gone already. No idea what the actual angle is.
That's,
Alright. But somehow, just like every single other run, with far distance and a terrible distance check, no idea what the second angle was,
Did it work?
we're going to nail this one. We're even going to type out course in chat. Now we're just going to send it. No idea what the angle
Yep,
actually
look,
is.
Mendelssohn's
We're not
on
holding angle.
glass.
We're just going to chords.
Beautiful.
Normally you try to hold an angle and estimate how far you need to go, but he's just traveling straight to coordinates. Bang, he builds his portal in this spot, and guess where we're going to end up? Very close to the stronghold. Got to dig up here. He's got to come out, and now everybody does a distance check. The stronghold could easily be 300, 400 blocks away. Do 17 and a half blocks to the side, do your distance check, estimate the distance for triangulation. But no. We're going to go to the side here. Why are we doing this? Well, just watch. Go up here. Look in this direction. Oh, yeah, that's why we threw the eye over here. Because we hit the calculated, just like every single time.
Row 642.
Must be the stronghold now, check, eh? Watch this one. In the stronghold, there's a turn right, and there's a hidden room to the left. Okay. Well, this is a little edgy, but sure. We'll go here. Now, look in this direction. This direction doesn't make sense to look at, but the quarter room could easily be behind here. This is away from any possible middle generation, away from any of the busy stuff in the stronghold. We're not even checking. Just a slight glance, and we're sending it this direction. Oh yeah, we're going to get this chest. And we're going to keep going. Everybody turns left here if you're going this way, because that's a 5-way. That's more branching. It doesn't look that bad if you go straight away from all the busyness. Good chance for a quarter room to be there, but now we're ignoring it. Who cares what's to the left here? No idea. We're going to go this way because we feel like it. No checking down here, no checking down here. Let's go to this specific spot. Let's strange stronghold now, and beelining the portal room as usual. Good job, dude. Oh boy.
This is great. This is such a good video.
This one's pretty bad too. The overworld is completely fine. He sees the shipwreck, it's linear. No reason why.
You do have to dig out
scouting
under
or
here eventually.
any extra information would help you out here. Alright. Let's enter the nether. Bang. Okay. This one's going to be really bad, folks. Hang on tight. So, spawned in. There's a bastion loaded right about there. 30 FOB. Find the bastion. Okay, cool. What's our next objective? Find a fortress. Look around. Look, he's at a decent Y level. He's at an open nether. Look for a fortress. Look around. Oh my god, dude. Look at all the vision that's missing to the right. All the vision that's missing behind him. He doesn't have the slightest clue. Instead, we're going to craft a gold pick, where it doesn't make sense, because you might want that gold armor. And we're crafting a gold pick here because we're going to dig through a wall. How do we know we are going to dig through a wall up here? I don't know. He just has incredible intuition, I guess. We're going to dig through a wall to the bastion.
I need cobble.
It makes sense to dig with a gold pick here, but it doesn't make sense to craft a gold pick so early. As if
Even though I do need to
anticipating
make,
that you're
you know,
going
for
to be
this area
digging through
alone,
this
I'll
wall.
use silk.
And now we're in the bastion, and what do we have? Housing. Lava housing. Interesting. Well, we're committed. I don't think he's noticed the lava housing yet. We play, and it's this point that he exclaims, "Oh my god, lava housing." Oh no. Okay. So everybody resets here. Everybody. You have a bastion that you had to dig to. You have no idea where the fortress is, and now you want to play top-down lava housing. Look at the time. It's going to take him, it takes about a minute, he almost dies. It takes about a minute to clear out lava housing and actually get piglins trading. He's still trying to clear it out. It's 5:20, he's still trying, and it's only, oh, nice. It's only just now, this is like a minute and a half after we were at the top. It's only just now that we barely started some stuff trading. You are insane to play this seat. He just really wants to force this for some reason, I don't know. He just has some incredible seed intuition, fellas. Incredible seed intuition. He's gonna go all
This
the way
villager
back up top,
trading thing I'm
which
making is
makes
gonna
no
be
sense, but
like my biggest
runner here.
Minecraft
you
build
pop out of
ever.
this hole,
So
and right to the left, you dig down 2 blocks to check a double chest. Good chance for
easily
obsidian,
will be my
you
most
know?
complex
Right next
Minecraft
to the
build ever.
trade, you can save some time, switch your
Because
inventory,
it's all villagers.
etc. But instead of doing this, he's going to go all the
And
way
has
back
no
up
redstone.
top to the top of the bastion.
Well, minimal
This makes
redstone.
0 sense. But why is he doing it? Well, there's obsidian here. Yeah, that's right. He needs his 20 obby so he can pull off this BS fake calculated. There we go, there's our obby. Okay, now we'll go all the way back down. He never checks the double chest right outside of here. Never. But we are going to go out there, okay? So we have no idea where a fortress is. We're at 8 minutes already. We're buried inside of a wall. We didn't even look around the nether. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna pick up our trades. And not checking the double chest. We're just gonna
Hey,
leave.
cat.
At the bottom.
There's cats in here.
All
They're
he
cute.
knows this is completely buried. It makes no sense to go here. But oh yeah, check that out. Wow. There's a fortress.
Oh,
How about that? I am so lucky. I got another bastion. He's saying as he's running the seed. Oh no, I got another bastion. I got another bastion. How about that, dude? Good job. Good job. Plays the fortress, and yeah, we're gonna do calculated again. Guess what happens? At this point, there will be no surprise to you. Bang. Do our distance check. Again, not 30 FOV, leaving the F3 screen open. And crosshair, and he's going to get about 1,000 blocks of distance, which is not that accurate of a distance check. If it was, you know,
This is the
angle
efficiency
change, then
5.
you
It
really
doesn't
know
feel
what the
it.
stronghold is. But with a low angle change, it's impossible to tell. He's
I
not
thought
looking
efficiency
at his
5 is
angle
worse.
as he's going through the portal. The angle is like
Like,
23.
in terms of controlling it.
He's not looking at his angle through the portal. Everyone who does calculated, you get your angle. As you're going through the portal, you look at that angle, and as soon as you come out in the nether, you try to get your bearings on where you're going to go to hold that angle. Some runners will even keep their screen on that angle, 23 degrees, and hold that all the way there. But he's going to go with this mindless pearl off to the side. It doesn't make sense to pearl here. The terrain looks completely closed off. Looks good to go over here, looks good to go around here, but we're going to go down this hole. And this is a very convenient hole that takes us to a very convenient spot. Alright, we're at good chords. Let's build a portal. Right here, where you're standing. Build a portal. What is this? What even is this? Why is he building the portal here? In this very specific spot. It doesn't make sense to build a portal here, but he does. He says, this is only savable with a stronghold blind, or something like that, even though it's calculated. And guess what we get? Bang! How about that? And you know what's oh so convenient about this specific spot? If you go here, we're going to go straight back to starter, and we're going to beeline the portal room. once again, we didn't even check any direction. We didn't check behind us. What's over here? Could be a portal room. What's behind and to the left? Could be a portal room. We don't know. What's to the left? What's to the right? What's down here? Ah, screw that. Bang. No checking whatsoever.
I heard a zombie, so
Now we've got
better start throwing
one
down some
more
torches.
rod. The sub 13 from quite a while ago.
What a cutie.
Alright. This run. Once again, we're going to play a bad overrun. This is in May. It's. You reset for sub 3 entries, but you play a little worse overruns than you do now. But look at this. He has terrible proximity. He has to get wood
Okay.
and then run all the way to this ocean, which he has zero vision on. But he's just going to full-on front load, commit to the seed. Gets wood there, goes over here, gets his trees, blah blah blah. We still have zero information about what's going on in the seed. We've already committed an entire minute to it.
Basically taking out
Now
4
we're gonna look
chunks.
for a shipwreck, right?
This is ridiculous.
Get over this edge. No. Well, no. You don't need to look for a shipwreck. We're just going to look for buried treasure. With a very scuffed method. He could be looking at the entire ocean. Look at his vision here. This is as much vision as he gets. Right here. No clue if there's a shipwreck on the seed or not. And we're already fully committed. We're going to look for buried treasure. Right here, we have a mob spawner and a chest.
This guy is eviscerating Floby.
Reset. There's no treasure here. Let's leave the seed.
This is what
We have a
happens.
false positive.
Why
Don't
are
use.
people cheating for
But instead,
silly
we're going to
records that
run
they're
over
gonna
here
get? It's gonna get
so
beat
that-
anyway.
Bang. A chest
And
load,
especially because you're
spike
cheating.
increases,
Ugh.
and we've loaded a buried treasure. It makes no sense. It makes sense to just randomly guess once you see the spike load in, but it makes no sense to play the seed or to check for treasure on the seed or to path the way he does.
One of the things I enjoy about Bedrock,
Now, everything makes sense here.
eating animation.
The seed is very linear, nice and clean, no reason to cheat. But he doesn't get
Get your
20
heart out,
obsidian, he
Java.
only gets 10. Okay. Let's go to the blind travel here. Got our rods, we're going to blind. Alright, send it, negative X. This is where we're going. This makes sense. Hold on. Some runners, you're a little crazy. If you want to really play for high rolls, you would blind at the edge of this fortress. Okay? Good opportunity to blind. But most runners, this is fair. They would throw a pearl. They would throw a pearl over here to try to get a little more distance, try to get to average coordinates. Okay? It makes sense. Bam. Build the portal. Look at our course. Negative 220, 25. This 25 is inconsequential, but negative 220, perfect chords for blind travel. Top runners playing aggressively for high rolls, they would feel like they've gone too far already. They would want to be building the portal at maybe 200 or even 190. But what are we going to do? We're going to continue. Every runner is building the portal right now. Everybody. But instead we're going to go up this hill to worse coordinates. This is a time loss, walking up this hill. And we're going to go
So,
an extra 30 or so
let's
blocks
say
that
get
we
out of
should
here.
have, and send it right here. Okay. Now, guess where we're going to come out at?
Let me dig out this area right here. It'll be the easiest thing for me to do.
Pretty much right on top of an exposed stronghold. Now, he does a little mouse shape. Look at this. There's no way he sees the stronghold. You can't see anything until here. This is when you can barely make out a potential shape of the stronghold. I know the video compression is a little awkward on YouTube, but still, there's no way he sees this before he does the shake. Just makes no sense. Bam. Now you can see it. And as he's a bad player, we're just going to sit at the portal waiting for the eye to drop and let it go all the way down this ravine. Now, what are we going to do? Let's figure out how to deal with the stronghold, okay? Yeah? Now, we're just gonna look around and shake like a total idiot. And then instead of plotting where we're gonna go, we're just gonna send it in this random spot where everybody goes back to the starter staircase here, because you don't see the portal room. The portal room's probably buried under the island or under the ocean floor, and you need to navigate this. So instead of boating over here and digging closer to where the starter staircase is, he's going to dig in here. This random spot, far from starter. And guess what's here? Come on, bro. Once he gets down the ladder, bam, there's the portal. Yeah, I think that was everything. This is the opinion of not just me, but also a lot of top runners. We've gone through all of his sub-15s. We've compiled this document highlighting every little tiny thing that just looks wrong in all of his runs, which I didn't even follow that closely. I probably missed a whole bunch of things. We've gone through over 2 hours in call with top runners together and a couple moderators analyzing this, talking about every little thing, and it looks so bad. Everything just adds up together. Plus, with absolute certainty, we know that this run is cheated, and in that context, I think it's pretty clear every single one of his sub-15s is also cheated.
What can give you a competitive edge in today's red-hot housing market? Rocket can. Go to rocketmortgage.com. Rocket. Offer cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
Hey there, everybody. It's me, Parrot King. Welcome back. So right now the army situation,
257.
yeah, it's not doing very good. Now, technically speaking, it could be worse. For sure, absolutely. I mean, right now, at the least, we have armor. We could always not have armor. And actually, to be honest, in the last episode, we made a gigantic development. You see, before last episode, we didn't have this. And then after last episode, yeah, we have it now. It's great. Great for sure. I mean, I love diamonds. You love diamonds. Everybody loves diamonds. They're great. But netherite, finally. I think it's time to start considering. Alright, Parrot, kindly, thank you so much for your service, but that is enough. You can stay there. I'll come back later. Or not. In today's episode, we'll be expanding the Nether Sphere Hub. I have a pretty cool idea. If you enjoyed today's episode, remember to leave a like. It helps the videos out huge time. And hey, you should follow my Twitter. There's a link below. Also, did you know there's merch? It's also below. Enjoy the episode. So I've got big plans for this Nether Hub. Now right now, this is our current Nether Hub. I like it. The Nether Sphere is good, but the problem with this thing, didn't really fully consider this when I was building it. I can't really connect it to other things. I mean, yes, of course, I could just build a hallway off of this Nether Hub, but that would kind of entirely ruin the aesthetic, completely get rid of the point of this thing, so yep, that's not going to work. To start, we need to go somewhere else. Now, I've been thinking a lot about the Nether, the zone over here in general, and what I want to do with this thing going forward. I want to make it look really good, like really cool. To do that, I think we need disconnected hubs that all hang from the ceiling, like we carry that chain theme consistently across them all. Yeah, it'll be the coolest thing you've ever seen. Long story short, to do that, we need to start work on another brand new hub today. Now, yes, I have considered the risks of this. There are very many risks. This is dangerous, but I think this is what we have to do. To find netherite, we need a netherite hub. We need to do it in style. To do that, we need to build out over the lava ocean, and we need to build through the lava ocean. Today, because we're building down, we're going to make our life easy. I got a bunch of extra sand in my storage room from when we were working on the ore project. I think we take the sand and we drop it into the lava. I think hopefully it's not placing. This is not working. I was thinking I could make a tower through the ocean. Does that not work like that? Did I just waste all my sand? Alright. Well, that's going to slightly complicate things. But it's fine. I have a backup plan. So you see the basalt right there. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I can't really put the nether hub right there because it would be straight out from the sphere really close. What I want to do is going to look better from far away. So that can't work. But we could use that to get down to the lava ocean. I think. Oh no. Oh no. Here's the new plan. Since I guess that doesn't work. And has it always worked like that? Can I not drop things down into the lava ocean, does it just burn up like that, or was I maybe hitting something else? Like, why did that not work? Does anybody know? Okay, anyways, we build over to this basalt thing right here. It's not that far. We jump down. Now, hopefully, the gas and all of those things will stay away for a little bit. Hi, Striders. How are you doing? You look great. So I'm not too sure how we're actually going to be able to, you know, like, get through
Alright,
the
Waddles
lava.
is nice, but I didn't put this on to listen to Waddles. Not that I'm dissing Waddles. Waddles is great. I love Waddles. Yay, Waddles. This thing is gonna take forever to get the way I want it to. I just want to be able to leave. Might as well leave the. Oh, right? Come on, horses. Let's go. Let's listen to now. This one has 1.9 million.
Believe it and see what's possible.
Millions of people rely on potential.
To any large speedrunning community, fake runs are nothing new. But most of the time, when a speedrunner fakes a speedrun, they're an outsider trying to quickly shoot their way to the top. There's been plenty of cases like this in Minecraft. From the most famous, Drown.
No!
The most recent, Big Tony. But when a known and trusted runner is exposed for cheating, it's much more surprising and hurtful. Well, about a week ago, that's exactly what happened when top Minecraft runner Floby was caught taking a huge world record. This is how it happened.
Womp womp. Nah, Floby sucks. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say.
Floby had been establishing himself as a top runner for the past few months, repeatedly getting top-level content.
That
Becoming
stone.
only the second runner ever
I
to
need
get
to
to
keep
sub
cooking a
12
little bit of
RNG
stone,
runs.
man.
There's been varying levels of evidence and suspicion placed against these runs, but we're going to get into that later. The first run we're going to focus on is the one that led to Floby being exposed, and the only one that is 100% confirmed to be cheated is blind travel.
Dirty stone.
And the best part of this whole story is the reason for cheating this run and his recent response, but we'll get into that at the end. Before we talk about everything that we know now, let's go through Floby's run and take a look at what sticks out as a fake. There are a ton of people who contributed to finding out that Floby's run was fake, but I quickly just wanted to thank Anthony, a Minecraft speedrunning mod and video editor, for compiling this information, as well as 11billion for making his own video. If after this video you want to learn more, especially about suspicion,
I gotta find a better place for the copper cube. I think in the middle of
I'd
that
recommend
forest
checking out that
below.
video. It'll be linked in the description. The first piece of evidence against Floby is the fact that he doesn't show the world creation screen in his video. He says that this is because he's using a reset mod that doesn't show the world creation screen. This is true about Duncan's reset mod, which is commonly used, but the problem is that Duncan's reset mod,
You're
this
kidding.
button, on the
You sleep with
bottom
me tonight,
of the
okay?
pause screen. When Floby pauses later in the run, the button isn't present, meaning he wasn't actually using the mod. This means that he lied about why he didn't show the
Oh,
world
gee,
creation.
you brought me some
That's
string.
obviously incredibly suspicious, given that if this were a set seed run, he would have to either hide the world creation screen or splice the runs that we didn't find out. The former is much easier. Floby's not off to a great start, but there's plenty of signs throughout the run that individually could be brushed off, but together build a fairly strong wall of evidence against him. He spawns on an island and immediately spots a shipwreck and a portal. He loots the treasure chest, but for some reason skips the food chest, which doesn't make sense in an ocean run, as it only takes a few seconds and is likely to give you some much-needed food. By checking the seed, we can see that he would have had to inconveniently break this sand with his fist underwater. Something
Yeah, we're gonna go and move the copper cube
faster,
project.
because if he didn't know this, there would be no reason to skip
It's too
the food
far.
chest, unless he forgot about it.
It's not in a
But
place
such a
that
skilled
anybody
runner
can
would
see.
never forget something as simple as the food chest. Next, he makes his tools. notably including an iron shovel. Because he only got 10 iron from the shipwreck, this means he can't make a flint and steel. While there's a pretty good chance that the ruined portal chest will have something to light his portal, it's another completely unnecessary risk.
I am gonna scout one area though.
Spawn, meaning he can just
Here,
make a
we're gonna
shovel.
go chop up the block
Anyway,
and we're gonna scout
this
one.
is gonna break over the course of one speedrun. Another thing that might indicate that he knew what was going to be in the ruined portal chest. In addition to a flint and steel, another thing Floby finds in this ruined portal chest is a sword, which is quickly becoming a staple of fake Minecraft speedruns. He heads to a magma ravine and enters the nether at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. A bastion immediately loads in on his F3 screen, and he quickly finds the direction of it and heads straight to it. However, he doesn't look behind himself even once as he does this, something that many speedrunners found ridiculous. If there was another portion right behind him, he wouldn't even know. You would never not check your surroundings. But you might do it if you're running a set scene and want to optimize your movement. Next is the Bastion. He disables triple chest route pretty ordinarily and is able to leave at 425 with 10 pearls, 20 obsidian, and an unknown amount of string in respawning. Notably, he doesn't check how many explosives, which are necessary to kill the dragon, he has right before he leaves. But we can tell from when he checks his inventory earlier, combined with the trade he gets after that he has at most 3 explosives, which is the bare minimum necessary and is incredibly risky for a random speedrun. Again, when leaving the
That's not where I want to
doesn't
go.
look around at all. Just choosing a quadrant and hurling.
There it is.
The more you pay attention to it, the more suspicious his movement in the nether is. He's gathered far less information than he should have, and he's simply going in the right direction anyway. At 5 minutes, he arrives at the nether.
Nothing has oxidized. That's why I gotta
It's
move
one
it.
of the most incriminating things in the entire run, and it's what personally convinced me beyond any doubt that he cheated, before we had concrete confirmation. As he enters the fortress, he's got 3 paths in front of him. A dead end going forward and to the right, and more of the fortress to the left. In a random seed, no runners would go down the middle, because why would they? It's a dead end. And from this point, where Floby is making the decision of which direction to go, you can't see any more fortress in that direction. But, for some reason, Floby ignores the left and goes forward, where once he's a bit further, he sees a blaze spawn. This is suspicious, but not incriminating. He could have just made a mistake and gotten lucky. But here's the thing. In this run, Floby uses a strategy called calculated travel, where he builds one nether portal, returns to the overworld, and throws 2 eyes of ender to estimate the direction and distance of the nearest stronghold. He then returns to the nether, travels the estimated distance divided by 8, and builds a second nether portal, where unless his deck is too strong or lost the angle, he'll be guaranteed to be close to the stronghold. Floby builds his first portal by this spawner, past the cenotaph, and his eyes point to this stronghold. This is called an ocean stronghold, meaning you can see the stronghold on the surface of the water and directly enter it instead of fully triangulating and digging for it. Now stay with me. Here is what makes this incriminating. If Floby were to make the correct play and turn left at this intersection, he would have immediately found a different blaze spawner. If he were to make the next play and first another portal at this spawner instead of the other one, the eyes of ender would have pointed to a different stronghold. A stronghold which is completely landlocked, meaning he would lose dozens of seconds in time spent triangulating the exact starting point of the stronghold and digging down to it. This is huge. He makes an inexplicable decision that no other runner would do, and it ends up saving him a massive amount of time. While it's not actually concrete evidence, it's the next best thing. And it doesn't end there.
Go with the pros at Certa Pro Painters to get your house painted. They make it easy to book and finish the job, managing every detail along the way. Your home will be prepped, primed,
It really
and
isn't that
painted
bad.
long before the holidays, and your Aunt Mary arrives to marvel at the fresh new look. Times may have changed, but Certa Pro Painters' local service and expertise remains the same. Get a free estimate and get your painting project started today at CertaPro.com.
Couple cubes you can go in here.
It's a new season of Kelly. Are you gonna like maybe serenade me? I'm really about that.
run, the building of the nether portal should be random within a certain range of coordinates. But instead of building his portal right where he is, he runs back to the blaze spawner and builds it on the bridge. Now this doesn't majorly help or hurt him, but it is the behavior of someone who's playing a scout and seed and following the script. Now is when he gets to the blind travel world record, returning to the overworld at around 5.5 minutes. Although even before the run was exposed as fake, it was arguable that this should count as the world record, given he only had 9 ender pearls, giving him a very low chance of finishing the run. Next, he estimates the location of the stronghold and returns to the nether and travels to the spot of the second portal, stopping to get food along the way. Notably, he's very lenient about following the angle of his eyes, or keeping the angle. This is very important in calculating travel, especially on the stronghold, which is far away as Globy's eyes tilting towards. But when he returns to the overworld, he immediately finds the stronghold sitting in the ocean. The last majorly suspicious thing is the stronghold head. In Minecraft, stronghold generation starts at what's called the starter staircase, and eyes of Ender always point to the chunk of the starter staircase zone. The end portal room is within a range of rooms away from the starter staircase, and speedrunners have developed hierarchies of directions to check when entering the stronghold through the starter staircase. Globy doesn't enter through the starter staircase though. He enters through the room that's exposed in the ocean. When this happens, runners will go back to the starter staircase and then navigate the stronghold from there. They can do this by following the doors. If a door was placed from the opposite side of you, then going through it will bring you towards the starter staircase. And if it was placed from the side you're on, you're going away from the starter staircase by going through it. Globy goes through the first door he finds that leads towards the starter staircase, then enters this room. He's got a few paths. Going through the door on the left will take him further from the starter staircase, so he definitely doesn't want to do that. Going through the middle door will take him closer to the starter staircase, so this is the logical path. Going down the middle hallway would take him further from the starter staircase, since it's going away from this door. So, naturally, Globy goes down the middle hallway, straight to the portal room. There is a small
so Copper Key
difference to
Project
this, albeit a
V2.
weak one. The portal room is visible for a very small moment
What size
before
one?
he makes his decision, while he's in third person. I decided to check exactly how long it's on screen. The answer is 8 frames at 60 frames per second. That's 2/15ths of a second, or about 13% of a second. For reference, I'll put an emogus on screen.
Oh no, it
Now,
oxidized too
instead
quick.
of a bright red character, imagine you're
Do it
looking for
quick
a
if
tiny
it's,
break in the middle of a
oxidized.
gray screen. So you can draw your own conclusions about whether you could have spotted the portal room in those 8 frames or not. I honestly don't know. He heads into the portal room on the second fastest pace ever, just 10 seconds behind Brentilda's world record. But the run ends to the portal not having enough eyes to enter.
Stage
For
2.
reference, with Globy leaving on 10 ender pearls and throwing 2 of them, he would need a 4-eye or better, which has just a 2.6% chance of happening. So, after watching this run, there's plenty of reasons to be very
Stage
suspicious
3.
of its legitimacy, and the aftermath of this run is equal parts gratifying, infuriating, and hilarious. I won't share any details, but for context, at the same time as suspicion causing, Globy had also fallen under heavy criticism for harmful interactions with several members of the community. Needless to say, things really didn't go for him, but good for the rest of us, as we were on the verge of discovering a cheater and expelling them from the community. After warning about this big deal,
There we go. Copper Key Project.
the Minecraft speedrunning mod team had reviewed the logs, confirming that he played the same seed multiple times after initially finding it, and the world record blind travel was in fact scary. The saga doesn't end there though. 3 days later, he issued his response, an apology and correction. With his response, he only apologizes once to 11 billion over a disagreement about the strategy. Also in the response, he admits cheating with world record blind travel.
I think I can expand it. So.
Here's his story. He's in the call with Crystal, a Minecraft speedrunning mod and verifier. While she's making kills, he randomly gets the seed of his run, but froze due to skipping the food chest at the shipwreck. When she returns, he tells her about the seed, but is too embarrassed to admit he threw the run and died. Instead, saying that he didn't get enough ender pearl trades and couldn't finish the run because of that. He did this because he liked Crystal and didn't want to be embarrassed. You might have some sympathy for him at this point,
That's this.
even though lying about a Minecraft speedrun is incredibly petty. Crystal asks Globy if he's going to upload the run because it had such an insane pace. He says, trust of the entire community because he was down bad for a Minecraft leaderboard mod who has a girlfriend. If that isn't the funniest reason for cheating a speedrun you've ever heard, I would love to hear what's out there. So, Globey has admitted to cheating and has been all but thrown out of the community for more reasons than just his cheating. The case still isn't fully closed. He claims in his response that none of his other top runs were cheated, but many people believe they were. If you'd like to hear those arguments, again, go check out 11 Billions video in the description. But to wrap up the video,
what do I need? Oh, it's starting to rain.
in my last video, don't fake
Do
your
I
speed.
dare?
Not for attention, not for
It
a
has
romantic
many.
interest, not for any reason. It won't work. It'll make you
I'm
look
not
like
getting
an idiot.
any
and it's an
emeralds. I need to
inconvenience
make
for everyone
emeralds.
taking this seriously. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe for more Minecraft video. As always, thanks for
'Cause
watching.
now I'm almost stuck without being able to trade. I don't know how to get emeralds. I'll trade that high paper price if I have to. God damn. In fact, yeah, let me go and just trade the high paper price and just get rid of a lot of it. What am I gonna do otherwise? With that said, oh yeah, copper. My main goal is copper. I have that in my hand right now. See, I got, that's enough to double it, maybe triple. Let's see. I should be able to at least get to size 5. See, I think I tied my horse up to a hitch back there. Let me go get it. Yep, there she is. Jeez. Get back, get back, get back, get back. Which way, witch? Which way, witch? Which way, witch? They never drop another word. I thought they found another word. I can't. Oh, I don't even have lights. Oh, but you know what I can do? Am I really poisoned that badly? I could die right now. I'm not gonna try the other electric thing. It'll make me stupid. Light sources. Okay. Now highlight it around it.
All Tyson chicken is
Alright, let's try to add layer 5 here.
ever.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, your plans can change at any time. Your head wants to do one thing, but your gut says not to.
YouTuber Dream finally admitted to cheating during some of his Minecraft speedruns. He denied it for months, attacked those who disagreed with him, and went so far as to hire a Harvard-trained
That was the stupidest thing. Once you hear that, you know that the person is a liar.
But an apology, and the response from those who aren't
About
diehard
five.
Dream fans has been one giant scarf. Hey, it's me, your angry bearded YouTube friend, telling you to do all of the things that allow me to do my job better, like liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell. And as per the comments about my hands, well, they literally aren't going anywhere, so I don't know what you want me to do. So if you don't know who Dream is, well, I'll tell you right now. The Minecraft YouTuber was named YouTube Breakout Star 2020 and now has millions On May 30th, he released a lengthy pastebin statement admitting to cheating during a few different Minecraft speedruns from back in October of 2020. Here's an excerpt from his statement.
Let's see, 6 would be making this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 22, 33, 44,
Also, a while after he published
66.
mysteriously got deleted. Dream blamed it on pastebin.
You need 90 blocks.
Now, if you're new to this story, you might be wondering why you, the smart person that you are, should give a shit about a popular kid cheating in Minecraft. But his admitting to such a thing comes after months of a moderator team who
Pretty sure 91 blocks.
all around find the victim. So now, people are pissed that he lied, stirred up a bunch of shit on social media, and demonized a group of volunteer moderators who,
That guy really uses his hands way too much to talk. It's too distracting. Can't even look at him.
actually increased the percentage at which he was getting these extremely rare drops. Now, based on the growing chorus of doubters and the fact that the moderator
Can
team
you just
publicly
really
stated they were going to look into this, Dream preemptively published a 10-page Google Doc response, basically saying that people were cherry-picking
Every
data
word
and
does not
calling
need
this whole
emphasis.
situation nonsense. A short while later, the head of the moderator team published both a thorough paper and a YouTube video basically saying exactly that. Based on the information available, the Times...
God, this guy's hand movement. Somebody needs to learn to tell this guy every word does not need a hand emphasis. One word that you're emphasizing, you emphasize with a gesture. When every word is gestured, you look like you're a spastic spaz. He looks like a spaz. No one's gonna say that, and of course, because nobody says the things that need to be said anymore because everybody's afraid of people's feelings. And you know what? F people's feelings most of the time. Shit needs to be said nowadays. Enough of the hiding behind, oh, I don't want to be offended. I don't care who's offended. Go fuck yourself. People's existence offends me. So there's nothing I can do about it. So what can I do? And usually, I'm being very stay away from that stuff. But man, I just get sick of it. I don't care for BS. I don't care for being lied to, and I don't care for the untruth.
Hilarious, honestly. And that wasn't even the worst part. The astrophysicist that Dream hired eventually concluded that while he wasn't accusing Dream of cheating, there was certainly strong evidence that he could have. Quote, but either way, the probabilities were almost certainly modified, and this provides very strong evidence that Dream cheated, end quote. I interviewed the head of the speedrunning moderator team when we covered this situation on this show at the time.
We wanted to inform the public because we knew that Dream's response was coming, and we wanted to balance keeping it a low profile with also making sure that if people learn about it, they learn about the correct information.
This brings us back to Dream admitting to cheating on May 30th, the half-baked apology, and the reason why everyone's upset. The Pastebin statement is quite long and, honestly, doesn't really say anything new. Also, he apparently wrote it at 4 in the morning on his phone while in the bathtub, which to me is a strange way of writing a sincere apology, but moving on. Dream starts out talking about what I've already told you, that he submitted Minecraft 1.6 speedruns in October of 2020. There was a bunch of suspicious chatter in the community, and while he did submit all relevant information to the mod team, he was still confused and upset as to why he was being questioned. From there, he talks about the rift between himself and the mod team.
Why are you guys asking to verify a world record? Don't you believe me? I mean, I'm famous. Please believe me. It's so sickening. The types of people that get rewarded in this world. Oh well. Well, what is it? It's 7:50. Probably got another half hour before I have to go and start getting ready to have the nerves pulled out of my jaw. Yay! What can I do that doesn't remind me? I need to start getting to a place where I need to get netherite. I have a lot of beds. Maybe we should go back to the nether. Real quick. Nether or boat ride. Right, don't I have a empty locator map? I'll take the empty map. Let's take an empty map, right? And let's open it somewhere not on here, right? I'm gonna take that and we're gonna go to the boats. Actually should like pull up a whole different map. Destination. Ooh, am I gonna have any glowy boys? My glowy boys, you here? I got a couple glowy boys. My boys, how you doing? Good to see you. Whoops. Sorry to cook you, but yeah. Mr. Drowned? Hey, Mr. Drowned. See you, Mr. Drowned. Is there a trident around anywhere? No. So I'll swim. Get in the boat. More squeedies. Basically, I just want to get over to here and then open up the map. Probably should have brought the cartography table out here. I don't know if that matters or not. I'm gonna find out. All the lick spots. Perfect. It's just a map. It's not even a locating map. It's just a map. Yeah. Oh. Did you get my boat? No, you gotta get out of the boat. If this is bad, I might just throw all the maps out. People who say glow squids don't glow are out of their minds. Glow squids are like so visible. Okay. Let's get out of here. Head back to base where I'll use the cartography table. And I'll see how this opens up. I'll open it up to a depth of 1 and see if it heads in the direction of the house or out. I don't know what direction they're supposed to head in. Oh, now you're gonna make me go slow. Oh. Where's my bow? Nailed them. Nailed them. Oh, I just missed him. A deadly shot, man. Ooh, two stacked up on each other right there. No, it's a little dark over here. I need an end rod right there. That part of the room needs to be brightened up. So that's... Okay, now, map 6. Yeah, you know, without the, you just throw them out. There's no point. Gotta be locator map. If there's not a locator map, then it's pointless. Now I have the cube just sitting there too. It's funny. Okay, I'm gonna call it a session. Alright, I just want to thank everybody who came in to watch today. Thanks you all. And again, I'm having a little procedure done today on my tooth. So going forward, I may not be as talkative for the next couple days, but we'll see. So just keep that in mind, if anything. And I will see you next time. Later, everybody.